director, VP, senior director, or executive level leader, and your job search is built around titles, this may be the reason you're getting ignored. You might be saying, I'm looking for a VP of operations role, or I'm targeting senior director of product, or I'm open to head of sales opportunities. Well, I'm actually open to being a Jedi. That sounds clear, right? But to the market, it may still be too vague because companies don't hire senior leaders just because they want someone with a title. They hire senior leaders because something important needs to change at their company. They need revenue rebuilt, team stabilized, growth unlocked, a messy operation cleaned up, a market entered. They need a transformation led. They need risk reduced. They need a function taken from founder led chaos to scalable leadership. That is the executive mandate. And if your resume, LinkedIn, outreach, and interviews are built around the title instead of the mandate, you'll often look qualified but not compelling. So today I want to show you the difference. I'm Neil Schultz, founder of Career Upgrader. I help directors, VPs, and senior leaders clarify their executive positioning, strengthen their job search strategy, and compete for better fit roles through our Raise the Roof framework. And one of the most expensive mistakes that I see senior leaders make is this. They target job titles when they should be targeting business problems. So let's break that down. Why titles feel clear, but they still fail. Most senior leaders think a title is a target. Well, I want a VP role. Okay. I want a senior director role. I want a head of operations role. Or I want a chief of staff role. That's better than saying I'm open to anything, but it's still not enough. A title tells the market the level you want. It doesn't tell the market the problem that you're best equipped to solve. And at the senior level, that difference matters because there can be 10 VP of operations roles, and each one may require a completely different leader. One company needs a cost reduction operator. Another needs a scaling leader. Still another leads a post-acquisition integrator. Another needs a culture reset. And still another needs someone who can professionalize a founder-led business. Same title, completely different mandate. So when your positioning says experienced operations leader with a track record of building teams and improving processes, you may sound generally qualified, but you're not clearly tied to that mandate. That's why you can have strong experience and still get weak response. So the problem isn't always your background. The problem is that the market can't quickly connect your background to the business problem it's trying to solve. So what an executive mandate actually is. It's an executive mandate. It's the real business reason that a company would create, open, or prioritize a senior leadership role. It's not the job description. It's not the title. And it's not the list of requirements. It's the underlying change. The company needs someone to lead. Here's some examples. A company doesn't need just a VP of sales. It might need someone to rebuild a stalled go-to-market motion after 2 bad quarters. Or a company doesn't just need a director of operations. It might need someone to bring structure to a fast-growing business where execution is breaking under scale. A company doesn't just need a head of product. It may need someone to translate customer pain into a clearer roadmap before churn gets worse. A company doesn't just need a finance leader. It may need someone who can create a reporting discipline before a funding round, acquisition, or a board review. So a company doesn't just need a healthcare revenue cycle executive. It may need someone who can reduce denials, improve collections, align clinical and financial stakeholders, and modernize broken workflows. That is the mandate. And when you can name the mandate, you can position yourself more powerfully. So here are 5 mandate questions. If your search feels stalled, I wouldn't start by rewriting your resume. I would start by asking better positioning questions. Here's 5. Question 1. What business problem am I best at solving? Not what jobs have I had? What recurring business problem have you solved across your roles? Did you stabilize messy operations? Did you rebuild underperforming teams? Did you open new markets? Or did you improve customer retention? How about risk? Did you reduce it? Did you create structure where there was none? Did you grow revenue through better channel, partner, or even distributor strategy? All that matters because your value is not your history. Your value is the problem your history proves that you can solve. Here's the second question. What kind of organization most needs that problem solved? This is where many searches get too broad. A leader might say, well, I don't care what industry, I'm open to any industry. That may be true personally, but strategically, it can weaken the story. You need to know where your experience becomes most valuable. Is it founder-led companies, private equity-backed companies, healthcare systems, enterprise tech companies, manufacturers, professional services firms, companies entering new markets, companies rebuilding after layoffs, companies with operational complexity? The stronger your fit to the situation, the easier it is for the market to understand why you. So here's the third question. What level of complexity have I already handled? At the senior level, scope matters. Revenue size, team size, geography, budget, P&L, number of sites, number of stakeholders, regulatory complexity, transformation size. If you're targeting bigger roles, you need to communicate the level of complexity you've already carried. Don't make recruiters or hiring managers hunt for it. Make it obvious. Question 4. What evidence proves I can handle this mandate? This is where your resume and LinkedIn need to move beyond responsibilities. You need proof. Revenue created, costs reduced, markets opened, teams built, operations stabilized, risk reduced, cycle times improved, customer outcomes strengthened, hiring velocity improved, turnarounds led. The mandate tells the market what problem you solve. The proof tells the market why it should believe you. Here's question 5. What trade-offs am I actually willing to make? That's the part many people avoid. A bigger title is not always a better move. A higher salary is not always a better environment. A prestigious company is not always a better fit, is it? A remote role is not always worth taking if the mandate is wrong. You need to know what you're optimizing for. Compensation, stability, scope, industry, location, family rhythm, equity upside, mission, executive visibility. Without that clarity, you may chase opportunities that look good, but it's going to cost you later. How this changes your resume. And once you identify the mandate, your resume changes. Instead of opening with something like results-driven executive with 20 years of experience in operations strategy, team leadership. Oh yeah, process improvement. No. You move towards something much sharper. Operations executive who helps high-growth healthcare organizations stabilize multi-site execution, reduce revenue leakage, and build scalable operating rhythms across clinical, financial, and administrative teams. Isn't that way more specific? It tells me the arena. It tells me the problem. It tells me the type of value, and it gives the reader a stronger reason to keep reading. Your bullets also change. Here's a weak bullet. Responsible for managing director relationships across international markets. Here's a stronger bullet. Rebuilt trust with a Middle East distributor by repositioning the brand around regional heritage and market fit, creating a path towards 5 to 8 million USD in projected revenue over 3 years. Now the reader sees more than activity. They see judgment. They see market understanding. They see commercial upside. They see executive value. That is the shift. How this changes your LinkedIn. So your LinkedIn profile should not simply say what you are. It should signal what kind of mandate you're built for. A weak headline says, Senior Operations Leader, pipeline, strategy, pipeline, transformation, pipeline, team building. With each keyword separated by that pipe separator line thingy. That may be true, but it's generic. A stronger headline says, Operations Executive helping scale healthcare organizations, stabilize multi-site performance, reduce revenue leakage, and build execution discipline. That's not about stuffing keywords. It's about making the market understand your lane quickly. And the same principle applies to your About section. So don't just tell your career history. Frame the problems you solve, the environments where you create value, and the evidence that supports it. How this should change outreach. So most outreach fails because it sounds like a job seeker asking for help. Mandate-based outreach sounds different. Instead of, Hi, I'm exploring VP operations roles and would love to connect, you might say, I noticed your team's expanding across multiple sites. My background's in helping growing organizations bring structure to operational complexity without slowing execution. I'd be glad to compare notes if scaling operations is a current priority for you. That's not needy. That's relevant. It creates a business reason for the conversation. And senior level opportunities often begin with conversations before they become postings. So how this changes interviews? In interviews, mandate clarity keeps you from sounding like you are merely reciting experience. You can say, based on what you've shared, it sounds like the real challenge is not simply hiring a VP of operations, it's building an operating model that can scale without creating more customer friction or team burnout or financial leakage. That's the kind of problem I've solved before. That sentence changes the room. You're no longer just answering questions. You're diagnosing the business problem. That is executive presence. So here's the simple framework I would use. I help type of organization solve business problem by leadership mechanism resulting in business outcome. Here's an example. I help scaling healthcare organizations reduce revenue leakage and operational friction by aligning clinical, financial, and administrative teams around clearer workflows, stronger accountability, and measurable performance improvement. That's much stronger than I'm looking for a VP role. Here's your assignment. Before you apply to another job, answer these 3 questions. What's the executive mandate that I am best built to own? What proof do I have that I can own it? Companies are most likely to need that mandate right now. Then look at your resume, LinkedIn, and your outreach. If they mostly describe your history, they're not strong enough. They need to communicate your mandate. So, if you're a director, VP, or senior leader and your search is stalling, the answer may not be more applications. It may not even be a better looking resume. It may be that your positioning is not clearly tied to the mandate that the market is actually hiring for. That's exactly what we work on inside Career Upgraders Raise the Roof process. We help you get clear, get ready, get noticed, get interviews, get hired and paid, and thrive, not by chasing every possible job, but by building a stronger executive campaign around the right target, the right story, and the right conversations. So if you want help clarifying your executive mandate and turning it into a stronger job search strategy, use the link below to request a free discovery call. Bring your target role, your current resume or LinkedIn profile, and the role you're trying to win. We'll look at where your positioning might be too broad, where the market may be missing your value, and what needs to change. Well, thanks for watching. I'm Neil Schultz with Career Upgrader. I appreciate it. If this helped, subscribe for more executive job search strategy for directors, VPs, and senior leaders. Thanks.